Again, everybody, let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injury's a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is fearless on the court and with a sense of fashion. Growing up around Los Angeles, he said, I felt like every day was the first day at school. That's how it was the minute I woke up. And guys, he's starting to release his own lines of clothing and accessories. My closet. Back to you.
Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, and I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Sabonis and Turner up front. LeVert out there with Warren in at the 3. And for Washington, we've got Hachimura. Russell Westbrook out there with Bradley Beal. And it's ABC, and it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Shot clock at 3. Sabonis. Beal pulls it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
For 3, Westbrook. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. And here's Indiana.
Yeah, Kevin, and it didn't happen overnight, but it's clear that Bradley Beal is a franchise player. I mean, he's worked on his game year to year, and now he's a superstar.
Now here's Westbrook. He picked up 27 points in their last win against New York.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
LeVert against Beal. LeVert kicks to Warren. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Sabonis. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And Chris, with Beal, it's in large part due to how he has expanded his game, which means he now impacts the game. Over Westbrook. Offline from the top of the key. And that does it for the first quarter. Wizards lead by 4. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington. One of the most dangerous scorers in the game. Bradley Beal spoke about the trust Coach Scott Brooks has in him and his teammates.
I think the biggest thing is he's still young, so, he tries to think.
And Beal trying to grow as a leader and a star. Has to love that.
Yeah, and Brooks known for developing good relationships with his players. He pushes them, but he gives them a lot of praise as well.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Travis Berton's out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Brown. Then it's Cunningham. And it's Neto in at the 1. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. It's off to Boston for them after this game as they take on the Celtics. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren would have gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
So it's Washington now, following the three-point attempt by Miles Turner. Neto, the pass to Cunningham. Back to Neto, shoots the 3, gets the three-pointer to fall. Neto's got the lead up to 11 now for the Wizards.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
McConnell kicks to Lamb. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving.
And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Turner. No good again that time. Washington leading now by 13. Right wing. Here's Neto. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Neto's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And Chris, a very unique experience playing in the nation's capital. What was your time like with Washington?
Oh, I love this. I love Chocolate City. I mean, the surrounding areas of D.C. love the team as well. There's something special about playing in the capital.
Making some changes. Hachimura, he's checked in for Lopez. Beal comes in for Troy Brown. And it's Ish Smith in for Raul Neto. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Turner. T.J. Warren comes in for Lamb. Justin Holiday's checked in for Aaron Holiday. And Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Now, here's Warren. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Passes it to Sabonis. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Berton. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Cunningham. Now, here is Smith. Pass to Bertans. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hachimura. And that one is off. Good D by Brogdon. Over Smith. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Brogdon's got his first 2 points of the night.
And with that one, we all say an 11-0 run by Washington.
And so it's the Washington Wizards. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their defense has been active and effective. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Bradley, a strong first half for you and the team. It looked like you guys really were ready to play. Was that something Coach emphasized?
Yeah, most definitely. We wanted to hit them first. We weren't going to check any temperatures, as he said, so we were not going to just let guys do what they want to do. We're going to come out and be the aggressor, and we did that.
Obviously have to maintain that in the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big numbers and find themselves way out in front here at the half. And taking a look at the Wizards, Shaq, what do you think?
Give it up for Bradley Beal. He's been awesome. Physical tool, 6'5", good athlete, terrific touch on the jumper. Scary thing, he's only getting better.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Pacers.
Well, obviously, they were outshot. I thought they mailed it in too many times in terms of their effort. People weren't moving, they weren't screening, and they definitely weren't hustling. They need to hit the ground running to be competitive in the second half, or they could get blown out.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And a new regime in Washington as they have moved on from the previous GM. A lot to do here.
Yeah, and it's not an ideal cap situation to work with. Fans are excited to see what can be done. They need to land a few big free agents. It hasn't happened for the Wizards in a while.
On the court for Indiana, Sabonis and Turner up front. LeVert out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Warren in at the small forward. Westbrook with the bucket.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now, here's Brogdon. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Saturday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
Warren the pass to Brogdon. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Russell Westbrook.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to lead the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
And the first one drops. The guy is Brogdon, not a player that turns heads, but man, is he an efficient threat on the floor.
And he's been a great three-point shooter really since his rookie year. His field goal percentage continues to climb and has evolved into one of the best free throw shooters in the game.
Wizards making a switch here. Neto's checked in. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for the Pacers. We often talk about problems between the players and fans. I'm sure there are some things that fans do, Chris, that players do appreciate.
Oh, yeah, Kev. And you know what we really appreciate? The good trash-talking fans.
Oh, really?
Clean trash-talking fans. Oh, Webber, you suck. You can't shoot. Oh, so what? You just dunked on your whole team. Like, don't stop in the first quarter, good fans. You keep going when I'm giving it to you all game long. So you love that. You love the crowds, too, that don't need to be hyped up by a PA guy. You love the ones that are just so sincere. When they see that kissing camera come on, they go crazy, or they're just cheering for both teams in great play, though they want their teams to win. And you love, again, the creative heckler, the one that had to think about it the day before, like the one that comes in with the sign and it's a picture of you crying or look like you're crying with words under, like, hey, you didn't get asked to prom today, or the face on Chris after he missed the shot. You love that because it is a great relationship. Don't be fooled, and you know this, Kevin. It's a great relationship between players and the fans. And we need those fans to heckle us because when you heckle the best players, you usually get their best fans.
Neto surveying the floor, and the pass to Villa. No good on the three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Levert the pass to Turner. On the left block, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Washington. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Westbrook. Makes it off the glass. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the night.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Outside layup. Up top, Sabonis. Here's Levert. No good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Wizards out front, leading by 10. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Wizards leading by 10. We've got Cunningham down out there with Hachimura. And it's Smith, and it's Bertans in at the center. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Here's Hachimura. Stolen by Holiday. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it. The desperate chance. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Warren. Holiday's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Pacers. Pass to Bertans. He kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Hachimura. Smith against Holiday. That one a little long.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass right under the rack perfectly for the layup. And fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Smith the pass to Cunningham. Brown outside. Here is Cunningham. Holiday. 6 to shoot. That one off the back iron and out. Pacers trail by 6. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. That shot no good.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Smith tried to break loose, and good that time. And the Wizards lead by 8.
Oh, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the opening.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're trailing by 8. 1:24 left here in the fourth quarter.
Tonight, Kevin, whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the Pacers talked to his team during the timeout. To be honest, he was fired up. He asked his team, how badly do you want this? because those guys over there, they're going to give it everything they've got, which means we have to do the same. See if they can match them emotion for emotion. Kevin?
And Horn, here we go. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's the quality all great scorers have.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And Washington making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Now here's Beal. Here's ABC. Hands it from downtown. And the Wizards lead by 9.
We've seen Bill evolve as a playmaker, including how he spots his open teammates.
Sabonis finds Brogdon. Offensive rebound. Indiana moving the ball around. And it's LeVert missing. Here's Beal. And so Washington takes the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Russell. Congrats on the win. How are you guys able to stay in front down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. And we did a good job in all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Great effort at both ends, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.